was gassed to be able to go to a physical cinema IMAX screen to watch Black Widow.
Ladies, I want to see you back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up.
Welcome back, my G's, to View It, Review It. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am gassed because I'm too gassed. I'm too gassed. I'm very gassed right now. Oh my days. If you don't know by now, even if you never watched one of my videos, I am always geeking out over Marvel anything. So I was gassed to be able to go to a physical cinema IMAX screen to watch Black Widow. Before I get into it, just want to say thank you so much for those who have subscribed. If you're not subscribed to my channel, just hit the button. I post everything, TV show, film reviews, recommendations, and much more. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thank you very much. As I was saying, I got a chance to be one of the audiences in the world to watch Black Widow. It was a fan event premiere. I'll admit though, Black Widow is one of, I don't want to say my least favourite Avenger, but she's not necessarily someone I've cared for in the MCU films and TV shows, whatever. Even when she, spoiler alert if you haven't seen Endgame yet, even when she died in Endgame, I forgot she died. I actually forgot she died. Like, she just doesn't, I was like, oh, she's dead, oh, sad. She just doesn't, like, she doesn't tickle my fancy, you know? Just didn't really care for her. So even when like the trailers came out for her standalone film, I was like, wasn't really gassed, hyped, whatever. But I forgot that it's a Marvel film. Even if you're not gassed about it, it's still a Marvel film and it's still going to be Marvel greatness. Like, hello? This is going to be spoiler free, by the way, so don't worry, there will be no spoilers about what happened in this film. I mean, I may mention things that happened in the MCU timeline and films as a whole, because really and truly, you should have watched everything else before you watch this. But yeah. Overall, I enjoyed it. So the way I'm going to level it, it's not Infinity War or Endgame great. It's not that, you know that feeling you got when you watch Infinity War. You know that feeling you got when you watch Endgame.
Spoiler alert!
Seriously, this is an Endgame spoiler about to come up, so stop watching if you haven't seen it.
Oh my God!
I think where it is in the MCU timeline, it's good. So it's set after the events of Captain America Civil War and before the events of Avengers Infinity War. It fits there in that timeline. I feel like what happens in the film, the level of intensity that Marvel films normally give us, it fits in the right place. Because I feel like Captain America Civil War is basically Avengers 2.5. Because it's not just Captain America, you got Bear Man. That's when we're introduced to Black Panther. Like, that film itself was like an intense film, and then with Black Widow, it's still sick, it's still good. You still have the Marvel greatness as a build up to Infinity War. I feel like it's in the right place, if that makes any sense. So it's basically Black Widow's origin story. We get to see what life was like for her when she was little, how she got from being a Black Widow to being part of the Avengers, her relationship with her family. We also finally got to see events that happen in Budapest. There's just like some like unanswered things that may have come up within the MCU films that we have seen. As much as I don't really care for Black Widow, I do love how she fights. I love her fighting style. I love the fighting choreography in this. I like that we got to see more of that in this film. We also got to see her sister Yelena, who's played by Florence Pugh.
And now that it's actually coming out 2 years after we made it, I can't believe that it's here. It's a bit surreal.
Her ability and her fighting, her origin story as well, and their relationship and how things progress from being, I guess, sisters to, I mean, they're still technically sisters now, but they have this like love-hate relationship. We also saw the Russian equivalent to Captain America, Red Guardian, who's played by David Harbour. You should know him from Stranger Things. For what it was being Black Widow's basically origin story and giving us, filling in the blanks in terms of what happened between Civil War and Infinity War, like I said, I feel like it held up. It was a good filler film, I would say. Don't get me wrong, I still definitely enjoyed it, but I feel like there's levels to Marvel films. Top tier Marvel films are like Endgame, Infinity War, Winter Soldier, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, and that's just purely for the culture, not necessarily the film itself. I put Black Panther in my top 5 for the culture. If we're talking about Marvel films, I don't think Black Panther goes in my top 5, but that's a story for another day. I mean, people watch Marvel films without watching the previous films. I mean, sure, you can do that, is what it is, but you miss out on certain things. Like, for example, there's a part in the film where obviously towards the end of the film, well, again, spoiler alert, but this happens in Endgame and you should know.
Spoiler alert.
Obviously towards the end of Black Widow, we see a scene of Black Widow's grave and someone's like, did she die? And I was like, it annoyed me because I was like, how dare you come to watch this film and you don't know what's happened before? Like, how dare you not know the event that's transpired for the past 23 whatever films that we have? How dare you? Like, it's just rude. I was just like, are you actually rude? How do you not know? Yes, she died. She died in Endgame. Hello? I mean... but I'm an MCU snob. That rubbed me the wrong way. I would always recommend watch all the films before you watch any MCU film that comes out. There are a couple post-credit scenes. The very last scene is something that, again, I won't give anything away, but it's something that opens a door, opens an avenue for someone else or something else in the MCU timeline, and it ties in with other titles that we've had already or that's to come, and that's the best way I can describe it without giving too much away. But yeah, I'll definitely say go watch it. Black Widow in the UK is out today. I'm posting this video on July 7th, so it would be out today. If you are a Marvel fan, I know you've probably already booked your ticket. Go watch it. Enjoy it for what it is. That is my review on Black Widow. Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to like, comment and subscribe. Also hit the notification button so you are notified when I post another video, and I shall see you on my next review. Bye.